What's up, my dear friendsitos? How's your life? So today we're going to do something very special. Okay, in the last week I have created these two artworks. This is the first one where we have this separation of the body from the bottom part of the upper part, and I also did this one just yesterday, again separation from the body, this from this. So in this tutorial I will show you how you can separate a body into two parts. I know, sounds pretty crazy, but it's actually a really dope idea for an artwork for any creative project. Wow, I hope you're really excited. Especially my students who I personally mentor on my website, they were really excited about this one. So in this video I will show you two separation techniques, this one and this one. I'm not going to show you the whole artwork, but I will probably do a tutorial on one of these artworks very soon. Okay, let me just remind you that if you want to master Photoshop, how to create stunning artworks and animations, and get my personal help and even Skype calls if needed, you can go to my website learnfromfred.com and access the membership. Wow, it's just $5 for your first month. You get access to over 200 videos and over 60 projects. Again, 60 creative projects. And it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or advanced, I have classes for everyone. And also, of course, you get my special humor. Thank you. So with that said, let's jump into the tutorial. Boom, chicka boom. So I'm gonna start by importing the images. Okay, I'm gonna start with the image number uno, which is let me see, where are you, beautiful? Here, this one. Let me make the image bigger and place it somewhere in the middle. Let's make it like that. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to be able to select the goal, the body, and just let's go here, click right button, select quick selection tool. Okay, or actually let me select object selection. And so yeah, this tutorial is for people who already know at least basics of Photoshop, preferably are intermediate, but I will still try to be detailed so everyone understands what's going on. So now I need to select this goal, and when I do that, as you can see, Photoshop will automatically try to calculate and select her, and Photoshop did actually a pretty good job, I would say, except this part. So let's just go click that button, select quick selection tool, go to minus, and now I just want to get rid of this part. Perfect. So yeah, this selection doesn't need to be perfect, because this is just a tutorial. If I would do artwork, then of course I would try to be as precise as possible. Let's go to image, let's go to layer and duplicate layer, click OK. And now we have two copies of the same layer. The reason I did that is because I want to add this selection only to the second copy. So if I click here and click create mask, wow. So now as you can see, we have this mask here, and if I turn off this image, we will see only the goal. That's exactly what we want. Let's select selection tool. Let's now bring this goal up, higher. Something like that should be fine. Good. So now let's turn this off. Now we need to basically get rid of upper part of this goal. So let's go to this image. Let's click on plus to create a new empty layer. And I'm gonna go here, click right button. Oops, not here. Click right button and choose spot healing brush tool. This tool helps us to delete anything that we want in Photoshop. It's magical. Okay, so let's select it. Make sure you have all the settings like I have here, sample layers, content aware, and I'm gonna make my brush bigger, hardness 0, even bigger. Good. And now if I go and I try to delete this part, basically just go delete everything that you think you want to delete, basically where you're going to separate the goal. Good. So I will try to separate her from here. That's why I didn't delete this part. So now let's just do a few adjustments. And the reason why it worked here so well is because we have just the blue background, so it's pretty easy to delete stuff on this type of background. I'm gonna make my brush smaller to get rid of some other finer details. Good. Okay, we can also just go here because I want to make this place a little bit flatter, even flatter, and voila, this looks nicer. Good. So now let's turn on this, and now I want to start cutting the part of this goal here, basically to create the second part of the body. For this, I'm not gonna touch this layer. I'm actually gonna create a group and I'm gonna put this image inside this group. So now if I close this and open it, as you can see, it's inside the group. Voila. And now I'm going to create a mask specifically only for this group. So if I click on the group, I click create mask. Okay, so why I did that? I did it because now anything is inside this group, okay, it's going to be affected by this mask. In our case, we have this image inside the group now. That's why if I draw on this mask, I'm also going to affect this image as well. So let's close this. Let's go to the mask. Let's take brush tool. Let's select black color. Again, you need to know how mask works in order to understand what's happening. And I'm gonna make my opacity 100, flow 100%, smoothing 0, and make a little bit bigger. Actually, I want to change my brush. No, that's not important. Yeah, let's actually make this hardness around 80, and let's start deleting. So now make sure you draw on the mask with black color. When I do that, as you can see, I'm getting rid of her body, and I will try to separate her somewhere here. Yeah, I think this should be fine. This looks in good air. I don't know what I wanted to show. So, where was I? Yeah, by the way, did you know that I actually have no pants on me? But you will never know that. Okay, I'm kidding. It was a joke. Okay, of course I have pants on me. I am not crazy. Am I? So, okay, let's focus on the tutorial. Okay, stop thinking about my pants. So now how are we going to create now this, where is it? This effect, dragging effect. It's actually very simple. We're going to use for that Smudge Tool. If I click right button, choose Smudge Tool, and let's create a new empty layer. Make sure all of your settings are exactly like mine, like sample of layers, strength around 80%, and also as you can see I have here different brush tip. It's not circle. In order to take that brush tip, you can go to Window, Brush Settings, and then you can go here and select this one. Boom. So now, for example, this tool, Smudge Tool, helps us to smudge things. It's like a finger. You can click and draw. So, for example, if I just click and drag, look what's happening. We can drag stuff. Wow, so amazing. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. So now, but the problem here is that when I do that, I'm also affecting what is this called? The skies as well. So for example, if I, as you can see, I'm drawing on the skies as well. I don't want that. I want to affect only the closing, because right now if I do that, you see the skies are also getting affected. Let's go back. So that's why what I will do is I will delete this layer. In order to be able to affect only the girl, not the skies, we need to have only the girl in Photoshop. Basically, we need to hide the skies when we use Smudge Tool. How we will do that is very simply, my dear friendcitos. Let's connect this with this image. So basically, the one where we're hiding everything, and with the original image. So let's click here, hold shift, click here, click right button here now, and choose, oops, no, just go to layer and choose convert to smart object. Oh, where is it? Smart objects, convert. Good. Now as you can see, it's a one big object. So now I'm gonna again go and select quick selection tool, and let's make the hardness higher, and I will also make sure you have plus here. I will select the girl. Good, that's fine, that's good. And now again I will select this image, I will go to layer, I will create a duplicate, and now on the copy, I'm just gonna create a mask. And now, for example, as you can see, now here is this girl selected. If I turn this off, I see only the girl. That means that now if I create a new empty layer, I take my Smudge Tool, and also let's delete this background, we don't need it. I take my Smudge Tool and I start doing this. You see, now we are affecting only this, we are not affecting the skies. So now if I turn on the skies after that, voila, the skies were not affected. So now let's turn them off, and I want to create this really cool draggings. Basically, we can also go here, change the angle of our brush. As you can see, now it's looking differently, and just drag it up like that. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go back. Let's make the strength lower, like 50%. Good. And now let's do the same here. Just drag her. The reason why we see here these colors is because when Photoshop doesn't have enough materials to drag, it starts blending different colors. In our case, because string is not that big, that's why Photoshop is starting to blend other colors. But if I, for example, make this higher, let's say 80, then Photoshop would just drag these colors and so basically brown colors instead of creating its own colors. Boom! And that's it basically with the first way to separate the body into two parts. Wow. Okay guys, I'm gonna stop here, and if this video gets enough traction on the second video, I'm gonna show second way of separating the body into two parts, and I will probably try to release these videos like just the next day basically. First this one, then another one. Okay, thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to turn on the bell so you don't miss the second part of separating the body tomorrow, or the latest after tomorrow. Okay, that's the latest. Thank you guys, love you. Make sure to check out my premium classes. Bye bye. I will go and wear some pants now.